Hi there, welcome to week 5's update, co-presented with the help of Missy this week, not William, after his performance last week. This week's update is brought to you courtesy of Humphrey Abbott, who happens to be my dad, but he's actually sponsoring it in his role as an independent agricultural development consultant for countries that wish to join Europe. So he's worked mainly, he started off in Poland, and then it was Bulgaria and Romania and the Baltics, and now he works in exciting places like former Yugoslav countries, and he actually lives in Georgia in Eastern Europe as well. So anyway, this video is kindly brought to you by him, and if you are in need of such a consultant, his email address will be at the bottom of the video. This week I've filmed a little bit of the management I'm doing now with Missy's leg, just to show you how it's being treated and how we're just hoping to keep it as healthy as possible until we know a bit more what's going on and how the fracture's mending. She's getting a little bit frustrated with box rest. She tries to play with me when I muck out, which isn't always welcome. I prefer it if she keeps 4 legs on the ground. It's now 3.5 weeks since Missy's accident. I thought I'd show you how the leg's doing. It's the one with the little bit of white at the bottom. No, stand. Stand still. There you go. If I zoom in a bit, you can see, put it down, I'm not doing anything to it. There is still some swelling. Dolores was actually here yesterday and she did a little bit of acupuncture on the leg. And I must say, the swelling does seem to have gone down a bit overnight. Anyway, so I'm about to dress it again. Now, here's the actual wound. Good girl. There, you can actually see it quite well. And it's really healed nicely. But there were stitches all along there. And then the fracture is just down here at the top of the pastern bone. So this is what I'm going to use on her. I'm going to use a little bit of the Hydra Vet, which is a natural lavender-based product actually. It stinks of lavender. Which is quite good for just preventing granulated scar tissue forming. And then I'll give that a couple of minutes to dry, and then a Pampers. And they're really good just to keep wounds clean and dry and absorb any moisture and just protect the wound a bit more. That I can wrap around the joint, see, around here, and then she'll have a normal. It's basically a normal stable bandage that she's having on top now, so with a pad underneath. It just goes a little bit lower than a normal bandage, just so it prevents any straw from working its way up under the bandage, and provides a little bit more support around the joint where the fracture is. So there we go, I'll show you the finished article. And there's the finished article, and there's not much to see. It's obviously quite a lot fatter at the bottom, but that's because the nappy is underneath. That's it, move it out the straw, good girl. And it just helps keep everything clean and provides a bit of support. And William went to a dressage competition on Sunday and he was 3rd, which sounds good, but there were actually only 3 in it. And but I was quite pleased with the test. There will be some footage coming up of it. It's in a 20x40, and the temptation, things come up so fast, the temptation is to ride too much with the hand, not enough with the leg, and just get a bit stuck, which he demonstrated in his changes. They weren't really fluid. One of them was a stride too late, the other he was late behind. But it's good practice, and it's all the things that we have to do in the 3- and 4-star level tests, just sort of in a much more compressed time frame. So it's really good for us to get out and just be in a test environment and push him a little bit. He's not platted. Normally I would always plat him, but I was roped into being a writer for the dressage judge in the morning classes, so I didn't have time to plat him. But I excuse myself to the judge about that. So anyway, you know, he did get quite a few 7s, which was pleasing, especially for the shoulder inserts along the centre line, because it's a really easy movement to get wrong. And you know, a few other things. Some of his canter work got 7s. His turn on the haunches in walk got a 7, which is great because the test of badminton this year has that in it. Should we happen to go. Anyway, so that's the news for this week. Next week we should be doing much more jumping. Thursday we have a lesson which will focus on gymnastic jumping. Saturday we should be competing, just doing a 110 and a 120 again, since he hasn't actually jumped since the last jumping competition at the beginning of January. And yeah, so at the moment, fingers crossed, things are on track. Thanks for watching,